Why don't companies pay you to wear their logo?
And mine says, this space not for rent.
And making the band cry.
How do you feel about wearing logos?
There's a lot of nice clothes out there that don't have logos, so why would you advertise for other companies when you can get a lot of nice clothes that just don't have big logos in the front?
I don't have a problem with wearing logos because I don't think they make a person, but I think they're more of a representation of the clothing.
Most kids say they're like walking billboards, like all they wear is like Nike this.
I don't mind, I've got my Columbia jacket, Randy River pants.
It's advertising in a sense, but in some ways, when it's worn so many times, people just ignore it.
I find I don't wear them that much because it costs a lot more to buy them, but I don't mind wearing them or anything.
It doesn't bother me as long as it doesn't affect the way I look to myself, then I couldn't care less.
Street Cents received an email from a youth group in Vancouver called the Advertising Bodies Alliance. They think companies like Nike and Tommy Hilfiger should pay you for wearing their logos. We went on the streets with one of the members.
Hi, I'm Ryan Miller, and I'm in Vancouver, BC right now with a little organization called the Advertising Bodies Alliance. Want to do something fun? What? With the Advertising Bodies Alliance, I notice you've got your T-shirt on, Quicksilver logo. Yeah. But you don't get paid.
No.
You're a human billboard, right? So you should get paid.
I agree.
Agreed?
Agreed.
All right. So that's what we're starting right here is an organization that is working on getting people paid for the work they do. Dana Thorne and Iris Young, they're the project managers. Right in here, Bill Chung. Hey, how you Internet savvy, World Wide Web guy. Savvy. Billboard. What we're trying to encourage people to do, especially with this project, Billboard, is to get people thinking about public space. Billboard. And thinking about their part in it. Billboard. And just reminding them that they don't have to go out into public space and be another sign, because there's signs everywhere in public space. The concept is that a company, whenever it puts its logo anywhere, it has to pay for that space. These guys here are changing billboards. I think I'm gonna do the same. Nope. No. Sporty. These guys haven't even paid me yet. Oh, what? No. It just goes on and on and on. It's like, where is it gonna stop? And we're saying it stops here. I got a few questions for you. So this is you guys are changing this billboard here, yeah?
That's right.
And I'm looking at all the people that are in the human billboard business, walking around and they're not getting paid. See, I'm ready. If you got, you're in the billboard business, I'm ready. So we came up with a system to get people paid for the work they do. We have a whole formula worked out to figure out how much money, in fact, they're actually owed. We write them up an invoice, give it to them to mail to the company that they've been working for. Nice. I'm off to the post. Do you need me to get anything? Some of our big funders are TELUS, the Canadian Millennium Partnership Program, and Canada Council for the Arts. ABBA's currently, we're selling our T-shirts. We have two types of T-shirts. Mine says, advertise here, reasonable rates.
And mine says, this space not for rent.
Trying to make money to keep the project going, and we're also looking at going into high schools and doing workshops in high schools with students. This is our invoice, and so how we calculate the formula is based on how prominent the logo is on your T-shirt. I would say the logo's
very prominent.
How long have you owned your shirt?
A couple months.
How often you wear it?
When I'm cold.
So that's how often you're on shift, 2 or more times a week. And then how effective do you feel you are in promoting the company's image? When we're campaigning out on the streets, we just approach people, try and generate, we have a fun atmosphere. No fighting! It's about love today. We hang around the table and just try and engage people.
I've had it since like grade 7.
Really?
Yeah.
We want to counteract the word we've been looking at is brandalism. Like vandalism, only with logos. We had this guy fill out an invoice because that's permanent advertising. I think that could be worth some payment.
how we
Don't you think? The formula is based on 87 cents an hour, which has been determined by labor groups to be a livable wage in developing countries. It's $8.70 a day for the rest of your life. Can you hear the swooshes? It's getting better. It's getting better.
I could be living off them, man.
Well, they're living off you, right?
Yeah.
So what we're trying to do is get people to search for identity or to associate themselves with whatever they want, not whatever advertisers have told them they should associate themselves with. What we're going to do is we're going to fill out this form. Echo. No longer will you be able to move your message on the back or front of this consumer without paying for it. Shrink your logo, remove it, or pay up. And we just mail it to the accounts payable department of these companies and just remind them that you've had it good for a long time now, but I just want to remind you, ad space is not free.